person who was the patient did not want me touching them whatsoever.
I did have a couple of moments where the general public, sadly due to unforeseen circumstances in the situation themselves, predominantly substance abuse, that sort of stuff, where the patient became aggressive to myself and the crew.
It's quite a shame that in today's society it is quite common for NHS workers and certainly paramedics to be physically and verbally abused and assaulted.
My name's Emily Longstaff and I'm a second year student paramedic at Sunderland University.
My name is Harry Cairns. I'm a second year student paramedic with the University of Sunderland.
I am Luca and I'm a second year student paramedic.
My name's Lee, I'm a student paramedic at Sunderland University.
I'm Jack Roddick and I'm a second year student paramedic.
A lot of our students tell us that they've had interactions with paramedics through family members of theirs, and seeing paramedics operate in a fairly stressful and sometimes scary scenario for them and their family, that's meant that they think, you know what, I would quite fancy becoming a paramedic to make a change, to kind of be the person that they see initially when someone's having the worst day of their lives.
They come into the programme, we recruit them for the NHS 6Cs and all of the values-based recruitment that healthcare workers have to have. That is something that's within you, it's not something that you necessarily learn. So that's probably something that's been put into you from relatives, friends, family.
My dad worked for the ambulance service for quite a few years, and him coming home every night telling us how much he loved the job kind of inspired me.
There was one incident on Christmas Day with my nan where the ambulance had to visit then, and probably since then I've always wanted to go into the profession.
Previously I'm a part-time firefighter along with working in the fitness industry and working with different types of individuals. I thought bringing the two together would be a great career choice.
I guess we try and kind of put the students through different levels of simulation, from very low level stuff where we use like patient actors in real life simulation to try and push the students hard during a kind of a practical day like we've done today, to prepare them better for the job they're going to face.
It's just like a whole different world being out on placement really. It's quite some of the sort of the jobs you go to and what you see, it's not really what you'd expect, so to speak, but some of them can be quite difficult to see.
We have a lot of written essays during the course, and making sure that they are to the standard that the university asks for is very difficult.
Definitely the more severe jobs are very stressful, but once you do it over and over again, you'll find that it starts to become autonomous and you start to think more when you're doing things.
So we try and make the things as difficult and challenging as possible, but to allow the students then to, if they come across it in real life, it doesn't become such a big issue. The
responsibility that you have is immense, but for me, the more stress that I've felt is just feeling like you're not good enough on the ambulance. So like as a student, you feel like you don't know what you're doing, even that you're second guessing yourself. So just being sure on what you're doing is like the most stressful thing to do.
The current pressures on the service obviously are seen quite clearly with the strikes and everything that's going on and the conditions in a minute, but the job itself, I think, as long as you keep yourself in the right frame of mind, you look after yourself, it's about as hard as you make it, really.
It's quite a stressful job in general. It's very intense. You work together as a team. For us, when we're out on placement, we have our mentor, we have our crew. If we have issues, we can talk with them through it. But main thing is trust yourself, work as a team. If you don't know it, it's okay. Just speak to your friends, speak to your mentor. They'll have you back.
The reality is you can't prepare everybody for every eventuality because every eventuality isn't known.
Obviously paramedics have no safety whatsoever on the ambulance. There's no, we can't use any restraints on people, so if someone attacked us, there's absolutely nothing we can do about it except just keep on pushing people back off us.
By chucking abuse, by being physically aggressive to someone, it's not going to make them feel better, it's not going to help them do a better job.
We could have more protection in ourselves. There is cameras on the ambulance, but We have backup, which could be police, but obviously there's not enough resources of the police to get them as quick as to the scene as they should, which is understandable, but it would be better if we had more security on us.
Why do you think they still choose to do the job?
Probably because they care.
It's something that if you're the right person for the job, you don't really think about it much.
Just being out and about every day on the ambulance, caring for people and just knowing that you've made a difference to someone's day, or like even like someone's life if it's something more serious, just makes us so happy, even though it comes with the abuse from the public, which I have experienced and is not nice, but you go home, you reflect and you think there's nothing that I could have done better to make a difference to what that person was saying to me.
Just the sense of gratitude that you get from most people, like just talking to people back home from where I'm from, when I say, oh, I'm doing paramedic science, a lot of them go, oh my God, well done, that's brilliant. And just helping out people in that sense is, just the sense of gratitude is great.
When you can help someone who truly needs help or truly feels alone, it's hard to put in words, to be honest. It's a bit cringy, but it's truly honest. It's to be able to be there for someone when they feel truly alone is just really great. Be able to work with them, being able to get them into a better state and hopefully go on and have a better life because of it, just really drives you. Especially because when the times on the ambulance, when it's great, when it's bad, but when you can truly help make a difference is truly the moments that just makes the job worth it. We're not superheroes. At the end of the day, we're just people. We have our own issues, our own demons, our own problems going on outside of the job, which I think some people forget about sometimes, and that's absolutely fine because at the end of the day, we're there to support the patient, we're there to support them and help fix their needs. But just having a greater understanding that we're only human at the end of the day. 3, 2, 1.
Thank you. Welcome to the interview.
Thank you.
Um,
Was really modern and innovative. That's not easy to say, innovative.